I've just finished yoga and now I'm heading home for a sushi takeaway with Bren. I haven't made videos for YouTube in a good couple of weeks now. Normally I make them about eating disorder recovery because I'm about 2 years into recovery from an anorexia relapse. But I just got to the point where I couldn't make them anymore, so gave myself a break. And sorry to anyone who's missed the videos, missed my waffling on. Like, this video will make up for it. There's a shit ton of waffle in here. I'm really out of practice at this. I forgot to say that whilst I was away, I made a list of like some of the game changers in my recovery, things that like really helped my thinking, and that's what I'm going to share in this video. Right, I'm feeling a bit lazy this morning, so I'm just going to have a porridge pot. At the start of my recovery, I loved making porridge, being around food, making food. And now that I'm like healthy and eating regularly, I kind of can't be asked as much anymore, and sometimes I just want to grab something easily. This is just like a nuts, seeds and dried fruit mix. I'm trying to get out more raisins. They're my favourite bit. And a couple more just for luck.
That's good.
I've got Beyonce here. You say hello? Hello, darling. Oh, they're really fluffy. I actually might take them to get a haircut today. You love that. You need a haircut too. So one of the big kind of game changers for me was realising that the obsessions with food pass. Like, I am not obsessed with food anymore and I don't think about it all the time. And I think the two things that have got me here is like getting to a healthy weight for my body and letting myself have the foods. Like, so if your body's not the weight it wants to be, of course it's going to want food. Like, you can't get away with that. And if you're not letting yourself have the foods regularly, again, of course it's going to want the food. But once your body's like familiar with the tastes, it is having it regularly, it trusts that it's coming in, it doesn't crave the food all the time, like, because it's getting it. It might be too noisy outside. What are they even doing? I think what I found hard was I was scared that once I'd let myself have a food again, that I would just want it all the time and that I would never stop eating it. And then when I did let myself have it, like, I did want it all the time, so it kind of confirmed my fear. And then I was like, oh my god, see, I'm greedy, I'm gonna get fat if I eat this food all the time, I'm out of control. But like, that doesn't happen. It does stop. Once you are having the food, your body's like, oh, I know what it tastes like it really does just lose its novelty, but only if you let yourself have it, and like let yourself have it as much as you want it as well. Like, if you're obsessed with cereal, but you're like, oh, but I let myself have it for breakfast, why am I still craving it? Like, if you're wanting it more than that, you are still going to stay obsessed with it. And I went through this with so many foods that I literally wanted all day, like crumpets, porridge, frappuccinos, muffins, bagels, pancakes, like peanut butter. Oh my god, peanut butter. I was literally obsessed with it. I wanted it for like every single snack. I wanted it on everything, even if it didn't really go with the stuff. And I did feel like I was going to be that obsessed with it for the rest of my life, but it took a long time. I honestly am going to say like months this took. I gradually just became like, okay, it's just peanut butter. Like, now I like peanut butter, but I'm not obsessed with it. I can kind of just take it or leave it, and like, I forget it exists, to be honest, until I fancy it. I'm not like sat there thinking about peanut butter or planning my life around it. I don't like think about it sat in the cupboard whilst I'm in the lounge. Do you know what I mean? Or like open the cupboard to have a look at it or smell it or like take little spoonfuls of it. Like, no, it's just peanut butter. Oh, Stevie's so cute. You're so cute, darling. Oh, I love you so much. I think having had that experience with a few foods, it really helped me. Like when I would become obsessed with a new food, I would hold on to like, okay, this doesn't last. Like it has passed in the past for me when I've allowed myself to have it. I've been listening to Harry Potter Audible. It's amazing. I've just dropped the cats off. Now I've come to the supermarket to get some bits for lunch. I'm literally gonna have lunch in like half an hour, but I wanted some crisps. So I'm having these, what are they? Lentil creamy dill chips. They're nice. Another really big game changer in my recovery was realising like, just because I get eating disorder thoughts doesn't mean I need to act on them. So if I'm thinking like, oh, it's too close to lunch, you can't eat now, which used to be a really big thing for me around like timings of food, but like that's a thought. Just because I think it doesn't mean I need to act on it. And it's really, really hard because eating disorder thoughts don't feel like thoughts. They feel like 100% genuine truth. But like, it's not, it's bullshit. I literally used to say to myself, just because I get the thought doesn't mean I need to act on it. And like, sometimes I could literally like physically feel it, mentally feel it, like my head would be screaming at me that I was being an idiot, that I was gonna get fat, that I was gonna gain loads of weight, I was being so stupid. Oh, it is horrible. It's horrible going against thoughts in your head, but you can't wait until you feel comfortable to recover, or wait until you don't get the thoughts and then you'll recover. Like I couldn't wait and say like, oh, well, when I feel okay eating crisps right before lunch, then I'll do it. Like, no, I never would have just felt okay on my own. Your brain doesn't just unlearn rules or forget fears. Like, yeah, you've got to rewire it, I think, through doing the thing that you're fucking terrified of. Also, the feeling shit doesn't last forever. Like the first few times I ate right before lunch, I felt terrible about it, really, really guilty and frustrated. But then I've done it a few times and kind of realised it's okay. And now I don't feel bad doing it. So as hard as it is to go through, like if you're always avoiding that feeling crap, you're stuck with those thoughts for the rest of your life. Whereas if you just go through it, feel shit for a period of time, but keep doing it anyway, like it does pass, and then your brain relearns, and then you can eat crisps before lunch. Right, there's a guy looking at me. Friends out today at a football tournament, so I've got myself a treat. Pet shop just phoned to say that the cats are ready, so I'm gonna go and pick them up now. Oh, good girl. Good girl. I've got a London dairy strawberry cornetto thing. Right, I'm going to sign out now, but just a couple of things about that lunch. That is like one of my favourite lunches. I have it at least once a week at the moment. But in the past, in recovery, it would have given me so many eating disorder thoughts. Salmon's expensive. And especially with Brendan not being here, I would have been like, oh, you can't justify that on yourself, just get something cheaper. Don't have a bagel, have bagel thins, or just have bread. Don't have regular Philadelphia, get Philadelphia light. Don't put avocado on it, that's a waste of calories and money. Don't have ice cream after it because you need to make up for having had the crisps right next to your lunch. And I feel like I've had to challenge every single one of those thoughts in my recovery repeatedly, like lots and lots and lots, to get to the point now where I can have it and it doesn't make me feel guilty. But I couldn't wait until I didn't get the thoughts. Like I didn't one day just think, oh, I don't mind spending money on salmon. Like those thoughts didn't just magically go on their own. I had to get the thoughts and still do opposites anyway. And I would seriously feel like anxious and guilty, and like I just felt like I was doing something really, really wrong. But I think I tried to just like feel like that and do it anyway, like get the thoughts and do it anyway. So yeah, that's where I feel like the break the cycle comes in. Like it will never just be easy, you will never just feel comfortable. At some point you've just got to go, fuck it, I feel like shit, I'm getting eating disorder thoughts, but I'm just gonna fucking do it anyway. I actually had some other game changer things which I haven't even managed to talk about because I've waffled so much. I had one on like weight and BMI. I can't remember the other thing. But anyway, I'll like do it for a video for next week. Oh shit, we've actually got family staying next weekend. Okay, I might not have time to make a video for next weekend, sorry. Right, but I will try, okay. Lots of love to everyone.